Hello everyone and welcome to Zelda Speedruns, bringing to you the Minish Randomizer weekly race. Joining me on track today is Nimbus. We're featuring Mashy and Goldfish, and on comms for you are Zauser and Tendris. Say hello guys.
Hello.
Hello.
So yeah, we have the tourney going on, but there's still the weeklies. So we are returning to regular race settings, meaning Rupee Mania and traps and all that good stuff. As we are preparing for them to start, which they should be off any second now. So yeah, on Resume we've got Mashy and Goldfish, also known as Godfrey, and
Goldfish.
both of them are fairly seasoned racers. So we can actually hope to see a good race between them. There are a few more people in the race room, but we've got only these two on Resume at the moment. And they're off. Luckily for us, they've got different tuning colors. So we've got Goldfish in yellow and Mashy in...
That's a trap.
Yeah, that's a trap on the grip ring. And Mashy in orange. Yeah, it already begins. So, this seed will feature traps. They're fun, right?
Yeah, we all like traps. Especially when they're freestanding.
Yeah, so...
Oh, look, it's another trap.
Yeah, so every time you see a little exclamation mark, that means that this is a trap and there will be some dire consequences. Link might be exploding, he might get frozen, he might get cursed. And these traps not only appear in chests randomly, but they also appear disguised as proper items if they are visible.
Also, since it's weekly setting, we also have random music.
Oh, absolutely. Randomized music is a joy to behold. As long as it's not the element get jingle, since that thing kinda tends to be a bit, I don't know. It's a bit more monotonous, but that'll be fine.
Yeah, only a bit, that's fine.
But yeah, they're still doing some physio checks as they have not gotten anything good just yet. Maybe
they haven't gotten anything at all.
Let's just hope that...
Okay, that's a book.
That's not useful at all. Oh, Mashy is reconnecting the auto tracker. Well, books are... See, books are just 5 pieces of a whole, and that whole is 1 check.
Yeah, so you need 5 items for that 1 check.
Yeah, it's debatable whether or not that thing is going to be important. So yeah, maybe we'll see a repeat of what happened earlier today with the tournament match. That their progression will be in Courtyard.
Yeah,
Bottle.
It looks like it. It's gonna be a last location. 3 minutes.
Portal doesn't open up anything just yet, does it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. We don't have access to West Tyrol.
Well, Portal basically lets us extinguish a few people's fireplaces at home.
We need Kane or...
Oh, bombs! Okay, that's access to Queddle. No, it's not. Never mind.
No, it's...
We're missing a way to actually...
Yeah, you can do all Minish food.
We need to run before we can... we need to walk before we are able to run. So the bombs open up a few caves here and there. And the Southern Highway Field Rupee Cave, which will be our big first location with its 25 spots. 25?
Yeah, something, a lot of checks.
Yeah. Also Minish Loop, exactly as Albert says. Goldfish actually going for Minish Loop before heading to Southern Highway Field.
Yeah, another possibility is doing Southern Highway Field and then reverse Minish Loop. We haven't had an element check yet, so we don't know if we need to do deep routes.
Yeah, so the way this goes with with race settings is that we've got 6 dungeons, plus the final dungeon, but that's not in the pool. We've got the 6 dungeons, and on 4 out of those 6 dungeons, there will be placed an element at the boss. And Link needs to gather all 4 elements and the final sword, which is the 4 sword. There might be a pattern there, who knows? Oh,
look, press F, get your trap.
Oh, that's mean. Yeah, and Link needs all 4 elements and the magical sword of this game to open up the way for the final dungeon. Let's see if Goldfish also dies to that trap. That's a genuine lantern. And a genuine sword. And a castle Kinstone. Yeah, Goldfish might need to be a bit more careful here. What are the odds that he'll die as well? Okay.
Or not.
He's made the sensible choice and not roll directly into the trap. He's doing fine.
It's a full art of damage.
Hmm?
You could have died. It's a full art of damage. I thought it was half art.
Yeah, it should be half a heart. Getting set on fire should be half a heart of damage. So yeah, both are probably gonna go for reverse Minish Loop. That'll bring them back to London Pot. And I think Goldfish already did London Pot.
Yeah, Goldfish did London Pot.
Ooh!
It's
The moments. That's useful. They can check town digging if they want to. Or they can...
That's 2 more check in Minish Loop.
2 with a potential 3rd one if they somehow get access to the northern half.
Well, if they get access to northern half, far more. Because that's also lake and back of French.
Depends on what they get as their progression to get to the northern half. If they've got their cape, yeah, they can go to lake, but if they have their flippers, then they still can't go to lake.
No, there's Witch Grotto.
Yeah, they will
Which is
gain
a vanilla access.
Yeah, flippers emits a slag access. Yeah, right.
It's vanilla access.
It's that way around, right? With lake, you can go a few ways to actually go through it or go to it. I was thinking about the London. Wait. We haven't seen anything good on Balawi just yet. Got Power Beam. Since we already have the bombs, that will not be required, which is probably a good thing. Well, it's sad for us, but good for them. Because they don't need to check their health before doing any steps in Krenel. So they'll be fine.
There's a fairy fountain before the climb. It's not bad.
It depends on what scroll you have. At Shield, that gives them... They still don't have access to Tobe. So they can't actually turn in the shield, or well, use the shield to slap the items off the Deku scrubs. So yeah, both are more or less just going the same route. Mesh is a bit ahead of Goldfish here, but that's because Goldfish checked London Pot.
I don't have a lot to do. So
yeah, essentially
3 or 4 checks left.
They have a few checks left here in Minish Woods, and then they will need to go back to town and potentially do a few town checks there. They have access to Swiftblade. Yeah, they've got town digging. They've got Half Edge. They've got Swiftblade check. They've got Simon, which I think is not in logic without the white sword.
It is with a sword. No,
It is, yeah.
You only damage him item. I think.
Yeah, no, we do need a sword, not the white sword. It's recommended that you use the white sword because it's faster, but Simon is totally in logic with just the regular smith's sword.
I forgot if white sword on its own is faster.
White sword is faster for Simon.
I know it
just
deals
because...
more damage, but I don't know if enemies die in one hit or if you need jeans.
No, you can... So, with Simon, you just need the white sword for its increased damage. Just because of the levers. If you have Smith's sword, the levers take way more hits, and thus you've got more time to go back underground and let you wait for them to resurface. Go for quick warping here. Yeah, they've done London Port, so they can go right back to town without having to take the long route back, I guess. Great Spin and Green Sword, yeah. Great Spin is just amazing for Simon.
Great Spin is amazing for everything.
Not everything, but yeah.
You're never
Mash.
sad to have Great Spin.
I mean, I would rather have Roll Attack than Great Spin, to be honest. Ooh,
that's
Mash
a
finding
cape.
Cape. Yeah, so with Cape, they've got access to the lake area, which gives them access to Temple of Droplets. They also gain access to the lower half of Cave of Flames. Well, by lower half, I mean everything up to the Gripping Scrap.
Of Kernel, yes.
They can't climb.
And they haven't checked their map yet, but they can't do any of the dungeons either.
There's the map check.
So
Okay.
Cave of Flames and Royal Crypts aren't elements.
Yeah. Which basically means that, yeah, they might want to prioritize Droplets over Cave of Flames. So they would much rather go to Lake Hylia than Mount Quennel. And especially since they have Cape and Limits, that gives them access to Cave 25, which is another hotspot for items. Also great to see that they are literally synced.
They also have Lamp to do a good chunk of droplets.
They can do anything in droplets apart from the boss, essentially.
And all the pot check. They can do underwater pots. They can do a few of the ice plan checks.
Yeah, but they've got access to almost everything.
Yeah, there's no reason not to rush droplets when it opens so many items.
Yeah. And even if they would have had the force, the red sword to gain access to Octo, it's not on logic since they don't have the flippers.
Well, you'll need to do it, so you won't wait for logic.
Yes, but logically speaking, you do need the flippers.
The worst that can happen is you get an item on Octo, so you know that it can't be locked by the flippers.
Yeah, it's one of those out of logic checks that you don't really consider to be out of logic, just because they're so accessible. Like the only thing that's keeping you away from Octo is just a difficult jump. That's not a Kinstone.
Logic is all but a suggestion.
Well, it's considerably harder to go out of logic in Minish Cap when compared to other randomizers. Like Link to the Past, it's incredibly easy to get out of logic. There's Spin for Goldfish. How do you repeat? Yeah, I'd say the only thing that might keep them away a bit from droplets is just the heart count. But both of them, I would consider both of them to be good enough with execution that they just don't mind being on your health for the Dark Mace.
I thought you meant for Waveblade, because since you can't finish droplets anyway, you will be back there.
No, what I'm saying is Dark Maze with 5 hearts is a bit on the braver side if you're not comfortable in your sword fighting abilities, even without the boomerang.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, without the boomerang, Dark Maze is a bit scary. Just because of all the bulldozers that deal half a heart of damage and that can just, just rush you. No red sword for droplets, it's totally fine. You will just leave and then come back again. It's, yeah, like Myth says, it's almost always a double dip. So the important thing that
once you have blue warp, you're fine. The only reason you'd want red sword on your first trip is if you don't have cape. If you don't have cape, so you can go up to the red warp.
I've got another wallet. I don't think there was anything good on the shop. There was just like a heart piece on the 80 spot, and that's it.
What if this heart piece is required?
That'd be a bit of a pain in the ass because they need to remember that, but apart from that, it's fine. It's fairly rare that shop is required. Sorry, that shop is going to be required for Waveblade, since Waveblade by himself is very rarely required.
And that means there's only 10 arts in logic. And I think the logic for Waveblade doesn't even count full art containers.
It does come for architects, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it does.
It does, okay.
Ibot does know it. He he wrote the logic, so he knows what's in logic and what's not. Well, you had a massive part in writing logic and just coming up with logic yourself. That's what I mean by that. If you got logic questions, they either go to you, to Myth, or to Candy. Nothing good on Fifi this time.
And there's nothing in treasure cave.
Yeah, so they'll be back at droplets there. What I'm trying to say here, Albert, is that you're way more familiar with logic than any of us. Take the compliment, damn it. Logic is not easy. There are a few spots where it can be incredibly confusing. But yeah, Goldfish is now the first person actually in droplets. They'll be getting their big key off the guaranteed spot here, and then just be on their merry way.
Alright, fake keys in this mode.
Yeah, we do have keys. You might have forgotten because we are currently in round 1 of the tournament, which is Keysy. But keys exist in this game, and they're going to be a pain in the butt when you're in Palace. Yeah, Mashi almost missing out on a chest there. So yeah, I would imagine for Goldfish to do left side and then right side. Well, left side repeats and then go right side for the blue orb.
That's a standard path for droplets, because...
Ooh, only one key.
You can get a key or two. You only need one key for... one key.
Yeah, it just... Yeah. We'll just need to see if we can determine the underwater port. So, if you don't have 4 keys by the time you exit the dark maze... There we go, ice physics. Then that means that the key is in then it means that the final key is in the underwater port.
Or if you... No, they have bombs, but it's not that hard to determine where the keys. Seeing that half the dungeon is locked by all the keys.
Yeah, so logic basically just means that the game makes sure that you don't soft lock, or that an item gets placed behind whatever it opens. So you can't have a big key on like a boss.
Key logic is made so you can, every time a door can be opened, it will take into account that someone will open it. So that's why you need.
It makes sure. It makes sure that every location is visible and just doable, so or beatable, I guess. So you can 100% it if you want to, but since this is a race, you would rather not 100% this seed. Still doesn't mean that you don't have to 100% it. There's been a few seeds where you almost had to 100% the seed to get everything.
Yeah, these are called undress seeds.
Not necessarily just my seeds. Hayden seeds have been like that as well in the past. Myth seeds as well. So there's plenty of opportunity. There's plenty of opportunity for seeds to just be horrible and make people actively hate you. So the evening is still very young. This seed can turn out horribly, as you've seen with, for example, Nori seeds.
Yeah, the rule is that the most item you have in the early game, the most is open at the end. So only items is not always a good thing.
Yeah, Myth, your seeds tend to be horrible, which is always a marvelous thing to just see live in full form. There's heart piece. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the Gusture yet, so we can't check our good old friend Wobbuffet.
So it looks that there might be a key on the underwater part.
We are on 3 keys, yeah. If
we're missing one.
If there's no key in the chest that you just saw there, then that means that there's a key in the underwater pot. Well, there's an item there. It's an item in the underwater pot, so they might need to return with the flippers later on. For, I don't know, some item, because that's how this game works. If something bad can happen, it will happen.
What if the flippers is on the big key?
What big key? Oh, Goldfish is cursed. Goldfish is cursed! There we go. So
they can't finish the dungeon anyway, so...
Yeah, they need to return either way, so it's fine. They need to get back either way, so they just don't care. But yeah, the curse is really good. They don't... Do they have Great Spin? They don't. But using the spin is not bad here.
Okay, they don't have flippers, they don't have red sword, they don't have jaw, so they're leaving a few checks.
But they need to return either way to beat Octo because this is an element, so they just do that when they get back. It's not the end of the world.
Progression is on Wobbuffet anyway.
We have so many things left open, we can't say where progression is or what even progression is at this point.
Yes, but it's always on Wobbuffet.
Don't say that! You're gonna jinx it and there's nothing there. You know how this game operates. If you say something, you're gonna jinx it.
I forgot the game. I forgot the game was sentient. Which is a thing with Minish Cap.
It's not sentient, it's just an asshole.
Okay, so how Minish Cap works is that the checks aren't set in stone, and the items aren't there until someone picks it. So the game can hear us and put something on Blue Chew right now.
basically, it operates on Murphy's Law. If something can go wrong, it will go wrong. Which is always a joy to commentate for, or just experience firsthand. It's like, I bet the game wouldn't put a thing here. Let's go there. Yeah, but I feel like this would probably be a pain to code. So far, Droplets was it Baron? I think it had a squirrel. But
Yeah,
that's
maybe
about
a
it.
skull, but not even a kinstone. I don't. It had traps. Because everyone loved traps. So it looks like the next play might be Quenel.
Ooh, Mesh using bombs as projectiles, as you should be. Bombs are more useful in this game when thrown than actually exploding. Since
Since
steals
it's
more
remote
damage.
bomb, you have infinite ammo.
Yeah, they can just throw it. Yeah, it's remotely handled bombs, so they can just.
Oh, and it's not Kane.
It's a trap.
Because it's another trap.
See, this is why I like traps. It's just
This is why
way
I
more
hate
chaotic.
traps.
It's chaotic. I love it. It's the best thing since sliced bread.
Even when watching, and I hate traps. Progression is incredible, most likely. Oh, they can do farm. They can do town. That's right.
Well, they've got a few more things open up in town. Let's see. We don't have a skew on, so they've still got Truby and Lower Quennel. They've got access to not actually that much. Come to think of it.
No, we have Kirkos. We have Town Minish with Cape. It's not something you want to do. We have Lower. We have Quenel.
Oh, the front, yeah, right. The front how many checks. We've got access to Fountain, do we?
We do have access to Fountain.
Hey, Fountain.
Only 2 checks, but we do
Well-
have access to. A Kane could be there.
Ooh, a Folskinstone. Too bad they don't have the grip ring.
Yeah, it
So
opens a single check.
It opens up a single check. So it's not really worth taking a detour to.
But it's
Yeah,
something
and
you
it's
like
visual.
to see anyway.
It is in logic numbers. They do have the lantern. It's the bomb wall chest, and then the three visual ones. The 3 visual ones that you can see from like the top of the cliff. There's Boomerang. That would have been useful 10 minutes earlier. And Mashi also getting the Voltkinstein. So both are still following the exact same path, which is really funny to watch.
Well, but the game doesn't offer them much.
Oh, there's one town.
Yeah, but who wants to do town? We have Kane.
It's fine, you've got Cape. All you need for town is Cape.
Yeah, but you need to go across the river and as Minish, and then go out of the attic of the shop.
Yeah, but would you rather take a small detour or last occasion your cane in, I don't know, somewhere not nice?
Town is also not that dense a location.
Town's totally fine. I don't mind town at all. It's one of
I
those
will-
checks that's hated by many people, but checking down is fine. Usually, I've got the small rule of thumb that every time you visit town, you should do about 3 to 4 checks there.
I will
Just-
do town if I need to.
Ooh,
But it
Goldfish
depends
is
on my mood.
both Goldfish and Mashi correctly seeing that they are low on bombs and thus buying more. That's good. You've got many people who just use the bombs here, and then they run out, and then it's
That
like,
means
hey,
there's a bomb back
I need to
there.
go back.
Last time I did the big brain play, there was a bomb bag.
Yeah, but so far Krill only earned them some rupees, and, well, the boomerang of Chilby. You just
Yeah,
keep
so
getting it by a cat every trip to town.
Will it be Coco again?
Myth, is that a self-fulfilling prophecy? It's just Goldfish. That's the, yeah, okay. So Goldfish was trying to place the bomb really close to the portal to uncover it, but he ran into the spiky dust a few times and lost like half of his health.
Oh, look at this!
That is convenient.
That's awful.
That's amazing.
Well, at least you don't have to push the...
And
Well,
they
it
can just,
was awful
they
and
can just quick walk
convenient
here.
at the
They
same
can just
time.
quick walk here. That's fine.
And flippers! Which opens a billion check. And Goldfish is opting to do flippers check first.
Mhm.
Maybe
really
only
often-
doing...
I really hope for Mashi that he is not going to get the bean first. Rushing Wave Falls. Ooh. Yeah, that's the play. You either rush away Falls or you rush the beanstalk here.
Beanstalk is more check, I think.
No, Wave Falls has more checks since you have access to Cloud Hubs.
Oh, right.
And
Yeah,
you
which you
kind
can
of-
full clear.
You kind of want to have a cane before you do more stuff in Upper Quenel.
You also like to have a Karina before doing cloud tops.
Nah,
You-
that's fine. You don't, you
Well, they
don't mind
have
the
they don't have a single kinstone, so it's fine. But when you have 4 kinstones, you'll like not to safe combat.
You just save before getting to their springs. You full clear Cloud Hubs. If it's not worth it, you'll just reset back. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine because they don't have kinstones.
Palace is an element either way, so even if they don't have all kinstones now, they'll just come back later. Maybe
Yeah, but
mark on
if
your
they have-
tracker.
With all kinstones, you have a teleporter.
So what? Would you? I would rather check Cloud Tops and have to return than to lay off Cloud Tops and do it all at once.
Yeah, sure.
Just check everything you can and prepare save scum if it's barren. That's it.
Well, we have our first
There's
divergence.
no need to There's no need to overcomplicate things here. Mashi's doing the scrub and potentially.
And
No.
probably the...
Oh, poor Goldfish. He's dying. So that is 1 death at Mashi, 1 death at Goldfish. So they're both even now again. And I guess we could have Mashi just hoping for the cane on the Gripping Beanstalk. On the Quenel Beanstalk, sorry. No life lamb. It's fine, Myth. It's a play. It's a gamble. If you actually climb all the way to Cave of Flames. I think I would actually go to Cave of Flames. I would probably just decide one of those 2 locations. Like, one... Just try to decide between Quenel and Grey Falls and just do one of them completely.
I would probably climb up to Beanstalk onto Rain Chest and then go for Wave Falls if I have nothing.
Fine.
Well,
Be adventurous, do the gamble.
Cave of Flames isn't an element, so
But
when
it's
it
Cave of
came,
Flames. It's unrequired Cave of Flames. You know how this goes. I don't make the rules here, the render does. And every time there's not an element on Cave of Flames, people regret not going to Cave of Flames. Easy as that. Yeah, then was that a...
well, you would have missed a Juggernaut.
Oh, Mashi, come on, pick it up. Oh, amazing. Okay, let's see what's in the beanstalk. Maybe there's the very convenient cane as well. It's Voltag. That was totally worth it.
Yeah, there's
I like
not
Voltag.
much there.
I like Voltag.
Roll attack is cool to have, but it's not progression. But it can be.
Like, in 9 out of 10 cases, I prefer Voltag over a Spin Scroll. The one case where I don't prefer it is if I need the Spin
Okay,
Scroll
is that
for
your
progression.
true sword? And that's
That's
a
a real
green
sword.
sword for goldfish.
Mashi is not going to continue. He's gonna bail and go to their forts, presumably. Mushroom, okay. Getting blocked by the dog. Let's see, what else do I have? They just picked up the flippers, so I guess Mashi, knowing that he's up against Goldfish on restream, he's gonna go to Deepwood and Goldfish Caves.
Yeah, Deeproots is not a bad play.
Oh, Deepwood's fine. Especially with Goldfish Caves right next to it.
Yeah, only a few. You're only missing 2 checks.
Yeah, Goldfish deciding not to go down the fast way. Understandable. You don't want to lose your white sword. Yeah, Myth. RNG is a fickle mistress. Let's see where Goldfish is going with that. He's probably gonna go straight to Summon and Swiftback for that. He also picked up the mushroom, so we can get our rem check. Alright. Nah, just rupees. Oh, he's not going for Simon. Or he's not gonna... No,
Not
for
yet.
now. Not yet. Ooh, there's a bow there. Well, it might be a bow, might be a trap. We don't know.
I mean, it's a trap. Okay, needs behind the bow.
Yeah, the good thing about traps is you just can't trust anything, and I love it.
Yeah, I always assume they're traps.
I don't. I just forget about traps, and then it's like, hey, right, we have traps here. Kako check, absolutely myth. Yeah, nothing on the white sword check. We've seen Dan Thrust, so next up would be Simon? No, it's Kakos.
No, it's Coco's.
Yeah, Myth, sounds like a goldfish hurt you with that one.
Well, Coco's is a very good check.
Except when it's not. But hey, the white Kakao is not gonna get a bath here. There we go. Yeah, the cafe lady sometimes is a major pain in the butt. Just blocks everything. It's even worse than like Gandalf in the Mines of Mordor. There we go. And Andras, for us,
Absolutely
pocket
nothing.
change. It's pocket change. Might as well. Help off the nice lady, get some money in return. That's not a bad deal.
She already gives you money.
Yeah, but this time it was even more than usual. Haha.
She gives you 120.
But yeah, now Mashi is in Cloudtops. So they're really following each other's steps. Like, the watering has been fairly similar. Usually it's a bit more open. Although that might just speak about the amount of skill that
Well,
both of
we
us have.
added divergence when one went Quenelle on the other Cloudtops, but now they're retracing the other steps.
Their divergence was literally, okay, let's do A first and then B, and let's do B first and then A. Look, Goldfish is gonna go for Upper Quenelle and potentially go for the Quenelle climb.
Yeah, Goldfish may climb.
Yeah, fair enough, I bought. But I'm actually surprised that Goldfish didn't do Salmon with his trusty white sword. Ah, go Sky Sharks. Imagine being like a town villager in Minish Cap, and suddenly there's just this giant shark that's plumbing out of stratosphere,
Well,
flattering both itself and you into a pancake.
yeah, what's worse, taking a shark on the air or taking a duck nut on the head?
I feel like the end effect would be about the same. Like, if something lands on you from that height, you're going to get splashed into a pancake, no matter what it is.
Yes, but duck nut can make good scarecrows. Which sky sharks can't.
I don't know if Darknuts would be recognizable after, falling from that height.
And Goldfish doing the right play of picking the Jabba nut.
I see one of the hearts. Yeah, he picked up the Jabba nut. This weird piece of fruit that is a nut in some languages and a fruit in other. Like, I think it's a pear in the German version, and a nut in the English one.
It's
Which
a
is
pear?
weird. Yeah, at least in the German version, they call it Quatschbirne, basically meaning like, I don't know, snark, pear. So I always assume that it's some sort of fruit instead of like a nut or a vegetable.
A nut is a food, right?
I don't know.
Isn't there a sprite of Link eating it? I forgot it is actively eating it.
It's something that that Link eats, and then he's able to speak backwards. So fine with that. It's magical piece of edible something. That's enough.
So goldfish is climbing. They don't
Yep.
have. Well, they have deep woods and goldfish cave left, but that's not a bad play.
Let's see. Without the cane, let's see. We've got access to. How many tracks is Cave of Flames? It's. I think it's like 8 or so.
There's 2 checks before,
Plus
5
the 2
rupees.
before. Yeah. It's 5. Yeah, it's 5, right? 6. Yeah, it's somewhere around 10-ish. Right, Mashi doing half that share. 18 in the dungeon items for the first half. For like everything that's not can locked. Yeah, not Kodimilawi, yeah. Yeah, so for a complete Cave of Flames, like in best case scenario, there's a cane here in Cave of Flames where Goldfish is approaching. And in the worst case scenario, they can only do half and then need to leave.
So Mashi is going for deep woods.
Yeah, I mean, Mashi's up against Goldfish, so he'll pick Goldfish Caves. That's the reason why they're called Goldfish Caves after all. Okay. 12 okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm a bit lazy to count. Okay, never mind. Goldfish Caves was barren. That's a shame. Maybe something in Deepwood. This is like the first major route divergence between the two. One's going for Deepwood and the other one's going for Cave of Flames.
And yet there's the same items equipped.
Well, not anymore, but yeah. Now it just depends on who gets their progression first, and what can I do with it. That's a bow, presumably. It is.
Yes.
Bow isn't that useful just yet. It's nice to have for later, but right now...
It's required anyway, so...
Like I said, good for now. Not good for now, but useful later.
I can't wait to see cane lock, ball lock cane.
Be careful what you wish for. There's big key. Magic, you've got a key. You can do this. You've got a small key. Deepwood is not gesture locked. You're fine. You can proceed. But it's lantern locked. But considering the lantern was really early in the puddle cave, that's not a big issue. Let's see. Yeah, apart from the dungeons, what do they have left? Salmon, Fountain,
Wave blade.
I played. Are they on 10? Right, they're on 10. Goldfish bombing himself into the lava. Some might call this a pro move. You can just see from Goldfish's webcam. Well, we can, not you. He's a bit irritated about his performance. So yeah, there's only like 2.5 checks left before Goldfish has to leave.
We have seen the freestanding.
Yeah, but this one and yeah, okay, just one more. Freestanding was nothing, right?
It was compass.
Okay, so it's nothing. Yeah, so it's either on the mini boss, or it's not here at all, and Goldfish wasted about 5-ish minutes.
We don't know yet.
We are going to learn in just a few moments.
As far as we know, Bo could block the cane. And the other Bo.
There's the sword for Mashi. Mashi making the right play with the D-pad.
Oh, yeah, that's where it's sword.
So that gives them access to Western Woods, which is our other, like, big location.
That's almost 40 checks.
40?
It's 38.
I don't know, I don't care. It's a lot. That's
But it's
enough.
It's 36 plus Percy.
I'm just getting cursed. Well, if it's not blocked, then Goldfish did whoopsie. And I'm pretty sure that Mashi is currently a bit is feeling a bit better than Goldfish right now. He knows he made a good choice. Ooh, Mashi going to save the key here by using the lantern to burn the cobwebs from behind.
I don't think you need to save the key at this point.
It's just useful. It just saves a few seconds here. Although I don't know if the key was on the hard piece or if it's in the chest here. It's in the chest, okay.
It could have been on Green Shoe.
Ooh!
But Simon.
Go be still Simon. Ugh. A fine choice. They've got wall attack. Goldfish should use wall attack. It's incredibly useful for the levers here, especially since it's basically a spin attack from its damage. So you can just wall attack into the levers here. And I think even one shot. Yeah, I think I actually one shot them with a spin and the white sword. Preparing safe here. Because saving is quicker than waking up. And Mashi is moving towards Western Wits.
Does both wall attack do the same damage?
What do you mean both wall attacks?
Because it's not the same. There's a sliding wall attack, and the and the spinning wall attack.
I'm pretty sure you are referring to the short wall and the regular wall attack. Both do the same amount of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, it's essentially just an instant spin attack if you do it right. Like, okay.
Oh, it's Volcane. So no blocked.
Ouch!
Yeah, that hurts. But 10 minutes last for.
That's not 10 minutes
Goldfish.
though. Is it 10 minutes? I think it's like 3 minutes to get to the cane, and 3 more to get through the bag of kernel. Yeah, it's somewhere around 5 to 6 minutes. Oh.
Oh yeah, we
Ew.
saw a bow in Vaples, in lower Vaples.
Did Mashi see it or did Goldfish see it?
They both went there.
Did you both check the visible spots there? Magic Sword, okay. So Magic knows about, hopefully knows about it.
Always skip Percy.
Never skip Percy. Always help out your fellow creative. Like poem. Or poem writer, skulls, I don't know. Yeah, it's a skull, I guess. New headcanon. And there's bracelets?
It
Let's
looks
see.
like it. Yeah, it
Yep,
is.
bracelets. And great spin. That's very handy. No pun intended. But a fake book. Bard, yeah. Yeah, true. Skulls are like Nordic bards. Well, I mean, Percy's dressed like someone who lives in cold climate.
Percy is a Percy.
Checkmate. He's got a hat. I like how almost every character in Minish Cap has a hat. I like hats.
Is art supposed to be the theme of Minish Cap? Oh, that's a vanilla, but I don't know if it was a butterfly, but
It's the Flippers butterfly. Is that... Myths in chat, he probably knows which butterfly is which. It's a vanilla? Fantastic. I'm actually getting a... Ooh!
ooh,
Hello there! So that's Blue Sword. Since Mashi got the... Oh, he's missing the boots. Flippers and Valley. Okay, good to know. So it's not vanilla, but close to it.
and machine not doing hiking.
I think Mashi is going to go for...
Lower. Oh, yeah, they may go lower wavefuls to get the bow.
Yeah, they want the bow.
Yeah, it's not a bad play since bow bends quite a lot in.
If it's an actual bow, another trap.
And they're missing a single kinstone too for Rin Ruins.
Okay, that's another quiver. Okay, you know how there's this soccer match going on at the moment? I think when all my neighbors are literally watching it. Oh dear. I hope that didn't bleed to the mic.
I heard a scream. Was it from you?
Might have been my neighbors. Either my neighbors or your neighbors, who knows? Yeah, the bow was real, so Goldfish's dip into cable frames was completely pointless. And I'm pretty sure the Goldfish is actually running out of locations here.
So that wave blades, and I think that's it. And Mashi checking Zelda cave.
Yeah, Secret Cave is always a good idea. See? It's what's his face? No pun intended.
Karloff middle.
Karloff, yeah. Karloff is useful, you can immediately check that.
It's on your way.
Oh yeah, the problem is remembering that they have Karloff metal. In a concerning amount of instances, you just forget about that item, and you never turn it in. And then you hate yourself for it.
It's on your tracker, so if you take a quick glance at your tracker, you will see it.
bold of you to assume that if you're actually looking at our trackers.
Oh, and that's another spin.
Mash is going to check the school garden. As long as we don't see a sword there, it's everything. It's fine.
Well, the sword could be in the first chest. It's not a freestanding.
Hmm.
I thought it was a freestanding, but that's the one in London Ranch.
Okay, there's a trap. Oh, it's a curse.
A curse trap.
Just a hard piece. Did Mash check the school top? I forgot
Yeah,
to.
did it first.
Ah, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Since, you know, that's the thing that we do here. There's Goldfish with his red sword. He looks very thrilled on his, his webcam.
Yeah, you see Call off had nothing. Long Cave was useless. Long Cave is always useless. It never has anything.
Well, it did have 2 figurines, so I was looking for 2 in my last match. So, I learned my lesson. I'm checking Long Cave from now on out.
Apparently it had a grip ring last time.
Yeah, it was the worst. No, it's like I spent 20 minutes checking for looking for 3 figurines, and 2 of them were not on Cave, and I rocked past it.
We should rename it to Andrew's Cave.
No, I've already got Handle Sledge. It's
Alright.
more than enough.
We should rename the old game about Andrew's.
Ooh, Goldfish is on the spell beam. He can now shoot lasers. It's a very peculiar ability, being able to shoot lasers if you're close to death.
That's why it's called Peril Beam.
It just who would come up with with a technique like that, even if it's magical.
Yeah, the goal is not to be in danger so you can shoot. It saves you when you're in danger.
It doesn't save you if you're violent with a sword. You've literally desperation. Yeah, you're literally damaging them with depression.
So I think it's better than your health is full. So for doing well, you can do even better with a beam. That's a fairy there?
Yeah, you never noticed.
No, because I never go there with the intention of picking a fairy.
It's one of those spots where it's like, okay, now that I'm here, I might as well quickly bottle the ferry.
That's good to know.
Ooh!
And that's our first cloud tops.
That's Cloud Tops. Ooh, that might get the gun. It's like one of those prime last occasion spots.
Goldfish already did fountain.
Goldfish did?
Yes, but without cane.
Goldfish is not using. Did Goldfish do fountain?
He is
don't know.
using a nutter tracker. It's not.
He is not
I
using
saw
auto tracker.
fountain.
He's not. Goldfish is not using auto tracker. His auto tracker might be lying to us because he is using.
I think he has a tracker glitch.
It's not a tracker glitch. It's just that he marked the wrong Kingston, presumably. Oh, he did fountain. Yeah, then.
Oh
his,
right, I didn't see it marked. Okay, maybe it doesn't have auto
He
tracker.
might have just marked with. He might just have marked the wrong Kingstones. Who knows? Yes.
Or he picked one we didn't see.
Nimbus knows. Nimbus is his tracker. Is that the third? Oh, that's
Hey,
a trap.
that's a third though.
That's a trap. But man, she doesn't know it.
Will Mashi pick the light arrows?
This is trap. You know that, right?
He doesn't know it.
It's just super light arrows, yeah. This super. Goblin is very close to death here. If he's getting poked by the moblin, yeah, he's
Or we can
half
save,
heart.
set a save point.
You know he's too proud for that.
But he just did. When he dies, it's like dying is like a quick warp.
Yeah, but still, that's still going to be of no use for him if he dies on his way to Western Beans to the Western Woods Beanstalk.
He set up a quick warp, so it's fine.
It was close. Yeah, he's taking a bit precaution here. There's the mirror shield for Mashi. Was the trap up here?
Yes.
Yes, there was. No, not again. A very explosive book.
Yeah, you go
Oh.
back there.
Now he has to climb again. Oh.
Whereas the
Look up,
scroll, whereas bracelets, and a chest.
Poor goldfish. Poor goldfish. There's his health that he needed. Okay, I hope you learned
does
this
not
lesson.
look happy.
Always pick up your heart piece before walking into a potential trap. Oh, poor goldfish. But yeah, we haven't seen anything good in the last few minutes. Like there's been the blue sword, which Mashi could have taken to Crypt or to Royal Valley. But he's probably
I
waiting
think-
on the boots.
Yeah, Castor has more checks than the Valley.
Yes, but Valley is way quicker. He could have just gotten to Valley and then left Valley through the south to get to Torby.
We could have Boots and Dompe or something.
Yeah, we could have something stupid like that. There's the blue sword for Goldfish as well. So he's got no access to Crypt Chest, to Tom Pelham, and Royal Valley. Although if he's going to go that way, it's a completely different story. And
But
that's
Another
another...
Cloud
Yeah, that's Cloud Ups. That's 2 for 2. So Mashi is missing 1 caster and 3 more from Cloud Ups. Let's see what Mashi finds in hiking today. We've already had a cane earlier in hiking. Let's see what's up in this match here.
It has a second cane.
Well, it can't have a cane now because we are not running on Plentiful. But it's okay now.
Nothing.
Yeah, it can have a cane in quotation marks. That's true.
So we have Crypt. Yeah, Crypt is the most dense location. Actually, Cave of Flames is.
I feel like Mashi is going to go for Gale of Flames now, and he's gonna hit himself
Yeah, it looks
for
like it.
doing that. We haven't seen Greyblade yet, have we?
Ooh,
He might just be
no?
going for Greyblade.
I don't think we have. Yeah, we've only seen the first half of Gale of Flames.
Yeah, we don't know about the second half. But they'll need to go through the first half first, and that takes a bit of time. Okay, yeah, nothing on Greyblade. Get up to them. Yeah. Get your first dungeon out of the way first. Well, first dungeon,
Octo
quote
is-
unquote.
Octo
Octo's
is
required.
one check, so-
It's required. It's required.
Yeah, I'll do it if I'm there, but I won't go there to do it.
Mashy's saving here. He's probably going to just peek. And if there's nothing here, then he'll just reset. Alright, that's the setups for Goldfish as well. Yeah, I'm probably guessing that Mash is going to do the first half. Or just saved in case that there's nothing there. And he can just reset back to the beginning of Krenel if the entirety of Gale of Flames is barren. It'll lose him about 8 minutes though. Does it take 8 minutes?
Do all of Gale of Flames plus Malari.
8-ish minutes. We've got Cape. We're a bit quicker on our feet.
There's also Malari's mine, but he hasn't done yet.
Yeah, it's one check as well, and that.
That's 3 checks.
I treat Malari's mines the same as, hey, it's the item that you get from the boss of Cave of Flames, because that's what it is.
But there's also the 2 other checks.
Yes, but we've seen them already. Goldfish did them.
Yes,
didn't,
but Mashi
Goldfish did.
didn't. So Mashi will do them. If he does Cave of Flames. Till the end.
Oh, did you just imagine Optim on Gleerock here? I hate it.
Goldfish also going for Cave of Flames, it looks like. Has Goldfish done a map check?
Goldfish? Probably at one point. I just have one item on we have 3. Because 3 is a bit too boring, it would get us into Gummo just that bit more quicker. And that's boring. You know, we want chaos, pain, suffering, all these good things. Let's face it, Nimbus, we are here to watch people suffer. Bread and games. Yeah, that's right. It would be funny. I'm actually surprised the Goldfish is back in Cave of Flames. I'm really surprised the Goldfish is back in Cave of Flames. I don't know what he's doing here.
Well, what do they have left? Royal Crypt.
Royal Valley.
Royal Valley.
Goldfish hasn't touched Deepwood.
He has, because he got his red sword there.
Right, yeah, fair enough. What else? Octo. Town checks? But he might actually have already exhausted those.
He's done a lot in town.
Yeah, he might have already exhausted his town checks. You might be right. Is there really nothing else? Has he done Southern Ray Falls? I don't think he's done Southern Ray Falls.
No, he hasn't. Because he's still on regular bow.
Yeah, Bluesy, we are 115 with 0 elements. And both one us currently being in a non-elemental dungeon. And I know who rolls, but I will only let you know once our runners are on their way to Takao Castle or in go mode. So, because that's going to be a surprise. Also, if you've got seeds, please send them in. I'm running rather dry on seeds for the weeklies. Just DM me the patches, and we'll pick your seed at random for the next few weeklies. Because that's been actually working rather well. But yeah, it does look like both Mashi and Goldfish are keen on either full clearing Cave Flames or just doing the basement. What version? We are on 062. So not the tournament version. There's a caster Kingston there. Would you bail after here? Do Gleerock?
Yeah, I do the red drop and I don't know. At least if you do Gleerock, you never go back there.
Where are they, Stanya? I think because both of them are they are currently exhausting their checks a bit. They've got Royal Valley left, and that's like the last big location apart from the Cave of Flames.
Goldfish doesn't know that's his third caster.
Ooh, you're right. That's Goldfish's second caster.
No, that's his third, but if he doesn't know that.
Oh, right, yeah. He doesn't know that.
It was a Cloudtops in the fountain.
Right. Yeah, right, but Valley is fast but not big.
Valley isn't even fast.
Valley is super fast. Valley is 2 minutes above the boots.
Yeah, 2 minutes for 4 checks.
So what? Gleerock is like 2.5 checks for 3 checks, so Gleerock is slower than Royal Valley.
Yeah, you can also combine it with...
Speaking of which, both Mashi and Goldfish are going to full clear Cave of Flames.
I can't wait to see 3 Kinstones there.
Yeah, they're both at the same boss here, so we need to wait just a few more minutes here until they beat this lava Lapras, this fire type Lapras. Yeah, Myth. Yeah. I don't know if this just shows how desperate they are, or how stubborn they are to not do Royal Valley. Because I would have done World Valley way before Cave of Flames, to be honest. Even in Mashi's case. What's Mashi doing? I wasn't paying attention, god damn it. Ah, 2 attacks, okay. Hey, there's Gleerock done for Mashi. Come on, have something good for us. Give Person X who Water Seed their points. Yeah, Sanya, that's a good rule of thumb.
That's a standard Minish Cap seed. I don't know what you mean.
That's 5 rupees. Rupees bombs. 5 exploding rupees. And it's a Kinstone.
What's Cloud Tops?
Oh, that's unrequired dungeon number 1 then.
That's 100% required.
That is required. Who will this? I will share the Siege Roller.
And that's a book.
And Book of Malawi, fantastic. I will share Who Will the Seed once we're in Gurmud.
That looks
just to keep up the suspense a bit and just to keep everyone on their toes. Especially if the seed roller decides to hop in and watch for themselves. Well, if there's another book in librarian, then you'll like something. Ooh.
Don't they have 3 books? Oh no, it's the second one. So Goldfish is going Valley.
Yeah. And she's on 3, so they might choose to either go to Valley or win runes.
When you can, yeah, you can full win.
Ghost King on Ghost King. Oh yes, please.
Boots on Dompe.
That'd be too easy. That'd be way too convenient.
Yes, but that'd be very funny too.
But yeah, she's now on the way to win runes. So this will be like the second fairly big Road of Virgins. That's actually not that big. It's just that one has an item that the other doesn't. And
But Goldfish has the item, he just doesn't know it.
Goldfish. Oh right, yeah, yeah. Goldfish up your back. Goldfish. Check what you have in your pockets, sis.
And that's done first.
And a bump back on Dampe. Ooh. Let's see. Blizzy's predictions are Boots and Fanloop, a Queen on Ghost King, and the final book on Library, Probations on Galari with Pop Push Big Key.
Bracelets.
We already have the bracelets. They're just not marked on Goldfish's end. Let me quickly fix that. Oh.
Yeah, they both have bracelets.
Thank you. The bracelets were in Westernwood's Beanstalk. Ah, good old Ezra's theme. You just don't miss it. Okay, Goldfish checking cliff chest. Only finding a refill. Yikes.
Goldfish will do lower faithfuls
Yeah, they'll pick.
fountain, and then realize they don't have anything left and check their Kingston bag.
Do you think they're gonna do Fountain just yet? Fountain's one of those prime last locations. You can just do everything else apart from that thing.
Oh yeah, they can do Octo too.
But the issue is that once they get to Fountain and they pick up their cloud tops, the question then is if Goldfish is aware that he mistracked his Kinstones and that he's not on 2 and then 4, but on 3.
I don't think he's aware.
That's the beauty of it.
If Goldfish was aware, he would have gone to Ruins.
%, yeah. Right. Does Goldfish have... Oh yeah, he does have everything.
All quivers?
I think he's missing a bomb... Never mind, he's not missing a bomb bag. He's just not keeping
No, he
his
picked his
tracker...
last bomb bag.
He's not keeping his tracker up to date.
Ooh, that's a ghost jar.
That's Gusher. That's call off for Goldfish. Gusher gives us access to another element, that being Green Chew.
Deep Woods.
But I'm very certain that Mashi will, first of all, full clear Fortress here. Because
No, you
it's the
bail,
element.
you do. You leave,
don't
you go
bail.
to
You
Green
don't
Shoe,
bail
and then
for
you
that.
come
No,
back.
you don't. You don't.
Especially without Ocarina, that's a great
You
play to
don't do that.
Of course I don't.
I really hope that Goldfish checks his Kinstones. There's Boots. Well, what looks like Boots.
Yeah, it looks like Boots.
And it is.
It is Boots. Right, you now have access to the second one in the Montold dungeon.
Yeah. We're only missing 2 items and we're in God mode. We just need 2,
One sword and 2
One-
Kingstones?
yeah. 1 sword, 2 Kinstones. That's it. We're getting rather close. 1.5 hours in. But considering they've still got all 4 element dungeons to, bait, might take them a bit longer than 2 hours.
8 minutes. Green Shoe is maybe 3 minutes.
Breacher takes about 1.5 to 2 minutes. They've beaten Gleok, so they can't beat that just yet. It takes 3 minutes to get to Octo and 2 minutes to beat Octo. Mazal takes, I want to say, 1.5 to 2. And Gleok takes a bit longer because it's got more phases, so I would say 2.5 to 3. Mind, I haven't timed that. It's just my gut feeling. And Goldfish is actually doing a fountain. He might
Yeah,
be
they don't have
last
much
occasioning.
left.
Yeah. I think he's actually rather close to last occasioning. Let's hope he checks his... Check your... There we go. He now knows that he's done goofed. And he should be on his way to Wind Ruins as well now.
Maybe he didn't know what kind of story, what Keystone he picked. Since both start with a C.
I think he saw Cloudtops. And hello to the Raiders from These Are 3.
Hi, readers.
You're watching the Minish Cap Randomizer. And we are once again deep into chaos as one racer mistracked his kinstones. And the other one... actually going well. It's actually going rather well for the other one. But it's the usual chaos and mischief.
Well, they both did non-elemental Gleerock at the exact same time to get the Kinstone.
It might give you a hint that we're 1.5 hours in and no one has an element. We've got 4 elements, we need all 4 of them, yet both of us on Restream are at 0. Yeah, exactly, but Goldfish would rather last occasion his Kinstone now than later.
The fountain is not very attractive when you... Well, it's 2 checks if you combine with Dr. Left.
Fountain is just not popular, period. There's a reason why Luna went to Fountain early every time in the tournament and it always paid off. Well, almost always. But I'd say like, I don't know, 7 out of 10 times it did pay off to get to Fountain either early or to double dip it. Maybe not require double dip, but you know, just go there twice with the first dip
Fountain is
being
also...
well early.
There's a free standing in Fountain, so it's pretty powerful there. If you have Cane and Flippers, you can full clear it.
You can see what every item is, yes. You can't get all of them, but you can see them. That's good when you have Flippers and Cane. If you're missing Cane, not that much. But yeah, we're actually getting our first element soon. Just imagine, 1.5 hours in, first element.
If this was round 1, the seal would have been finished by now.
Yeah, this was what?
If it was a round 1.
Round one. Oh yeah. Well, not necessarily. There are still very evil seeds even with Plentiful. But chances are high that we finished between 1 hour and 1:30.
There are a few above an hour and a half.
There's always round 2. Oh yeah, that one's just gonna be fun. So, round 2 has the reduced item pool setting, which essentially means that you'll...
Round 2 is the opposite of round 1. You go from Kizzy to Key Sanity. You go from Figurine to all dungeons, and from Plentiful to reduced item pool.
The thing is, you need to do every dungeon either way, so it's... Nah, which is fun. It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be 100% around.
Right, that's the first element from Mashi. Huzzah! But yeah, essentially in round 2, your execution will matter. It will matter how well you can play Minish Cap without the spin upgrades, without bomb packs, well, without like multiple bomb packs, and with just the bare minimum.
Spins are removed too?
The spin upgrades will be removed, yeah.
Oh no. Can you get to 7 skulls?
Yes. But it's like it's spin and then these 6 other ones. You won't have fast spin, you won't have fast charge, or fast split, I guess. You won't be having great spin, you won't have long spin.
That sounds like well fun.
Oh, it was amazing. Like I said, what will matter is your execution and your skill, like pure raw skill. And since you need to do all dungeons, you'll most likely 100% succeed either way.
You're on 10 arts, right?
I think so, yeah. I'm not sure if it's 10 or 3, but it's not.
No, it's
not
not.
a big difference.
It's at least 10.
Yeah, right, up to 10 hearts. Just for wave flight.
Yeah, you can't skip a single art piece.
Well, you can. I don't know if it's a good idea, but you can skip it, but you might not want to skip it. But yeah. 3 hard ways is win, I bet. And for people who want to actually challenge themselves, just one Minish cap with 3 hearts, or use the Oko version of Randomizer. That way, you'll learn how to dodge. And Ezzo literally turns into Piccolo, yelling Link to dodge.
Yeah, it's gonna be very fun to do a scene with 10 arts against someone who have glitchless world record.
Oh, that's a good idea. Ooh, yeah. That's a good idea, but... Hard containers basically, or hard piece and hard containers basically just lower the requirement instead of just up your hard count. I like it. I really like it. Hard mode win. Let's see. Yeah, they're both, once again, rather close to each other right now. With Mashi being a few minutes ahead of Goldfish here. Just because Mashi saved on the vanilla clam.
And didn't double dip punk then?
This series has been fine. It's just regular Minish cap seeds, chaos, pain, suffering, desperation.
Regular
People-
old Minish
yeah.
cap.
It's been terrible, which is to say that it's been as expected. It's been terrible for the races, good for us. But, you know, just as expected. Where's Mashi going?
Deepwoods?
I would guess either Deepwood or Droplets at this rate. Mashi's probably just Mashi's hunting for like 2 Kinstones. And I don't know. Has Mashi been to Cloudtops? I think he has.
Yeah, he has early on. You're missing 3 items at this point.
You're basically missing items that could be, for all you know, at the bosses. Right. Ooh, Mesh checking Google.
Yeah, there only was join in
Fortress,
there only
yes.
was Ghost join Fortress, was it?
Boots as well.
Oh yeah,
Gusher and
Boots.
Boots. That's like the big ones.
So it doesn't. Okay, Boots open quite a lot.
Boots open up the back of Graveyard.
Yeah, we open Graveyard, we
Boots checks.
open Courtyard, we open Lon Wench.
But we'll be moving on to Deep Wood again.
There's no reason not to do Deep Root now.
Ooh, Governor's going for bomb strats. And Mashi is on to Green Shoe. I don't think we've seen every check in Deepwood because Mashi just returned with Gusture.
We're only missing boss key chest.
So yeah, now they're just cleaning up the elements. Hoping to find a sword somewhere, or like a kinstone or two. Right, what else do we have? Apart from a few breach checks and Gusture checks. We're actually running rather dry on checks. Have we seen Super the first? I think we have.
There are 10 schools, so yes.
What else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, we're running rather dry on checks.
There's Lake Minish.
Lake Minish, Courtyard, Lon, and Graveyard. That's kind of it. Well, and Ghost King, and that's that's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
it.
it. Have we seen Olaf Town?
I want to say yes, but we haven't checked the garden yet. The back of the garden, the 3 checks there.
Yeah, but it's not accessible.
Yes, also we don't accept bets right now, so and if it's going to be an old dungeon seed, the seed roller might be inclined to, rethink their life choices.
Yeah, we're still missing 3 items. We
Yes.
don't have a lot to check.
Yes.
Oh, we have Orphan Fairy. Unless Goldfish did it.
Luckily though, Mashi just checked Orphan Fairy and it's nothing. So once again, we are running rather dry.
Ever since the Gorons? Don't remember seeing the Gorons.
We have.
I hope we haven't done it, but
We have.
Have it on Cafe Lady.
Yeah, Mashi's just cleaning up checks left and right. Which
And
is
doing Octo.
that's totally fine. Yeah, Octo as well. You're in like you need to do Octo, might as well do it.
That's also 3 more checks in droplets. 4. Yeah, there are 4 checks beside Octo.
Yeah, we're more or less just waiting for Foresight or for the Kinstons to pop up, do we?
Yeah.
They've done an amazing job on just clearing out the map really fast and really well. So all they're doing is really just cleaning up the map and just going for checks which they or to which they didn't have access prior.
Yeah, Boots and Ghost Jar, it didn't open a lot, but it opened everywhere.
Yeah, we Kinstons and Foresight.
There's 6,
You know what would be
5
funny?
or 6 checks.
You know what would be funny? Both Kinstons in Wall Crypt. Or like in the back of Graveyard.
Well,
and then
one
they-
of them is going to administrate.
And then the Foresight is somewhere up in Palace. Oh, that'd be perfect.
It's in on Georg.
Just let them full clear everything.
Forceful on Georg.
Nah, York's obvious. It's gotta be something really sneaky like Fan Loop or Detour. More Fan Loop than Detour because who could have.
Do you skip Fan Loop?
You've
We
got the
just-
bracelets and you're missing just a Foresight. Well,
Do
if
you
we have
take the gamble to...
if we have the Foresight in Palace, then it's. I don't know. I would personally do Fan Loop if I'm just looking for the sword.
Yeah, I do
So-
Fan Loop too.
Basically, it's just not a question of, okay, is one of those Kinstons locked behind the Foresight? And we have Goldfish, who's now on his way to our crypt. Whereas Mash, well, we are about to find out if there's something in our crypt. And I think we actually have pretty much run out of checks, did we? I think they checked
That's
all
all
the
left.
I
All
think we're actually running dry here.
All that's left is droplets and graveyard.
Yeah. And all it's just like, what, 3 checks? 4 checks, perhaps?
4 or 5. There's Octo, there's Ice Monopolas, Underwater Pots, and a Kinstone floating. And another Kinstone.
That's 2 Kinstons in... Was it 2? Yeah, right. That's one of them. Was it all 4? I wasn't paying... Dang it, I wasn't paying attention. Was it 2 Kinstones in World Crypt? Or in
Yeah,
World Valley?
one on the butterfly and one on the.
Oh, fucking
fishing
hell.
rod.
Yeah, see, you don't pay attention for like a split second. And you're missing 2 items. God damn it. This is why we say that Minish Cap is fast-paced.
Because location advance. Yeah, that's 5. We're only missing a sword right now.
So what are the odds of sword on the king? That'd be hilarious. And it would actually be rather useful for Goldfish, because then he knows he's in go mode. Okay. Got 2 more checks here in our crypt. Tingo. Right, you haven't seen Tingo Trophy.
No. Well, we have books at least. Or
Ooh,
not.
is that... Nope. Green on King. Oh dear. Yeah, the one thing that could possibly open up more checks.
Yeah.
Aww. Okay, it's nothing on King. No
Well,
AD.
Crypt has 2 Kinstones.
Oh, that's a shame, no AD. Is Mash actually doing Octoman up? I wasn't paying attention. Did he reset?
No, he didn't reset.
So Mash is just doing the movement.
Goldfish is going to Palace before doing Green Shoe and Octo.
He's hoping for... It does make sense. If there's the 4 sword in Palace, he can just skip... And, you know, he's in go mode. He can just skip everything in Deepwood and... Droplets. Although he probably full cleared that. Yeah, he did full clear both of them, did he? Well, apart from
No.
the key chest. He full cleared the dungeons apart from the gas jar checks.
Didn't do Underwater but 2. That's 7 checks. In both dungeons. Which isn't much, but... No, it's not an
Okay,
Octo.
that's nothing on Octo. So it's either here in the depths of Droplets, or it's in Palace.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's nothing else left. Well,
Oh,
it can
fuck.
be on Tingle or Library or Library, Tingle, and
It's locked either
Yellowing.
behind Palace or the back of, or like the depth of
Yeah.
droplets. Ew. Ugh, yuck. Ooh. Getting zapped by everything, yeah. Yeah, now it's just a small race to see where the force sword pops up first. Now that we know of the kinstones. Is it in pot? It's not in pot, okay.
It's not in parts.
So it's either here on the Matapella, or it's up in Palace.
Oh, it's on Blue Chew.
Right, you haven't seen Blue Chew either. Would you do Blue Chew or Palace?
I'm where I do Blue Chew.
Yeah, I think me too. Ooh. Oh, yeah, right, Myth. We watched Palace, do we? Yeah, we do watch Palace. I would have watched Palace as well. Right. Kind of forgot about that.
What should be on Blue Chew?
That'd be horrible. That'd be great.
Has Goldfish not done Gwiggle too? Oh, he's going to.
They're really hoping for Mashi. Mashi, you need to go to Valley Valley.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen... Has Goldfish done Courtyard?
I'm fairly certain he did, yeah. We're also still missing Ocarina. So it's
Yeah,
also on
we are.
Palace.
Yeah, on Blue Chew.
Oh, on Blue Chew. That's one of those things where you don't know what's worse. Oh, right. Ocarina can also be in DHC. Ew, right,
Oh,
can be in
right.
DHC.
That would be terrifying, terrible.
Palace has the Kakao theme. Yes!
I hope you like Cooker Team.
I love the Kakao theme. The Kakao theme is my favorite after the Zelda theme. Ooh, Goldfish is doing the any percent. I was a bit too late. You do this, Goldfish. We believe in you. I think I was a bit too late on the bombs. Yeah. The timing could use a bit off. How about us succeed? Let's say it this way, Trent. We are actually running out of checks. We know that the Force Watch has to be in Palace. They've been running really dry on checks for the last...
Yeah, they got their
hour.
first element an hour and a half in.
First element was actually Mazal for both of them. Yeah, it's probably the fourth or fifth time we've run out of checks today. So it's a very... Linear's not the right word. There's the book, but you can't use it because you... Oh! It's another trap!
Is that the third book trap
feel
we
like,
see
yeah.
today.
When we think books, all of them, Lizzie.
Why I feel like most of the traps are books. It's not swords, it's not cane, it's books.
It does depend on the seed, though. We've had a seed with like 3 fake
No,
boss jaws as well.
I mean in general. In general, it feels like books is a fairly often trap. Yeah, that's right. It's because it's 3 books and not 1 book 3 times.
I actually think that they might actually be a bit... Goldfish and Mashi might actually be... I think Goldfish is in the lead by a few minutes because he can shave off the Deepwood and Droplets basements. Yeah. Although Mashi might just rush Palace. Although I think Mashi actually has no other checks left than Palace. And perhaps the Wavefolds Cliff.
No, I think only Palace is left. Oh, Cliff Chest? Yeah, maybe Cliff Chest.
I know that one of them did Cliff Chest, but I don't know if...
I
don't
think it was
both of them-
Goldfish. Happy 2 hours, everyone.
2 hours was the finish, yeah. That's the prime Minish Cap experience.
Is that... That's nice.
Let's go with for Goldfish. And hello to the Raiders.
Yeah, we may never see Okari now.
Yeah, in before, it's on York. Oh, it's in DHC. Oh, that'd be funny.
It's on Detour Chest.
No bad pot push. Oh. Oh, good, Kaku theme never gets old.
I think my ear just melted. I think my ears melted.
Your ears melted. Good. Let's see. Yeah, I think actually Goldfish is a bit in the lead. He can just you can just go straight to the bosses. It'll take him
I
about 5
don't have big key yet. I don't think so.
Yes, but he picked up everything, so he knows that he didn't miss a thing.
Okay, no, he has
Oh,
big
he's
key.
got big key. Right, it was on the figurines? On the heart? No. Words.
Rupees.
On the rupees.
No, that's cool presents for Goldfish.
Yeah, I think that should be an old school for Goldfish. He's just looking for one more small key, and then he's like in proper go mode, meaning that he can just rush everything.
That's go mode.
There's go mode.
Yeah, Goldfish might be ahead.
It's actually fairly hard to say. Let's see. Goldfish is in second half. It takes about, I want to say 6 minutes to get from first to second half. Then Mashi still has to do all the data of Wind Tribe and Fusion here. I would say the Goldfish is about 2 minutes ahead of Mashi. Since we have to remember that Goldfish still needs to do Green Chew and Octo. This was not a fast seed. It's just that these runners are fast. Both runners have more or less full cleared the seed.
Yeah,
We have been running dry on checks for the last
in
1.5 hours.
everything except for Blue Chew at this rate.
Yeah. They have been just... Thank you, Goldfish. We have been running dry on checks for the last 1.5 hours. It was just fantastic to see. It's a proper Minish cap seed. It's a big old one. Who's to blame? Do you want me to say that now? Or when they're in HC?
We're not in JC just yet, so you
Depends
tell
on-
us if you want to bring
depends
you just now.
Depends on Trent, he's staff, he's moderator. Now or later? I'm taking your silence as later. Okay, yeah, see. I'll wait until one is in Darko Castle.
It was a big keep bet, isn't for now. Goldfish still has two buses to beat before he can go to DHC.
Speaking of, right, yeah. Okay, that's the second element for Goldfish. He now has to do Green Chew and Octo. Octo takes about 5 minutes, plus actually getting to there. And Green Chew takes about a minute and a half, plus getting to there.
Octo is 5 minutes real time, and it feels like 2 hours or so.
Basically it takes 3 minutes to get to Octo. And it takes 2 minutes to actually beat Octo in the fight. So I'm actually guessing that this is going to be a rather close fight, a rather close race. Maybe a
But they
minute.
still don't have a carry now. Wait,
Yeah, Tingle.
was that Tingle?
Yeah, there was a Tingle Trophy on Gork. Tingle and Gork. Yeah, it's just great. I think Goldfish has the big key for
Yeah,
Secret.
to have it.
She should have it. I mean, we're about to find out. Yep, yes, okay. Oh, right, yeah, right. It was the Sluggalobium.
Well, Mashi did a green shoe before Big Chess, so
Yes, that's true. Fair enough. I'm actually fairly certain that it will come down to either Taurus or Vati NG for those two. Or we'll just have the miraculous Nesman finish in the next 5 minutes. I don't know. Because we need to remember that we have 5 entrants for this race. We've got Nesman, Mashi Goldfish, who are both on Restream, and then Huffpuff and Henny, who are all rather seasoned veterans, apart from Henny, who's very new to the scene, and who had their first what's it called? Their first tournament match earlier today.
and that's go mode for Mashi.
Yeah. Mashi now only needs a small key as well, and then they'll be in proper go mode, and they'll just need the inevitable big key. Gulovati. We haven't seen him in a while.
That's true.
It's important to check back and forth friends that you haven't seen in a while.
But he was too afraid, so we decided, okay, I'll let you win if you give me enough figurines, because I'm tired of getting beaten up.
Alright, Mashi now at the... I was actually going to check this. Yeah, they're hoping for the small key, but...
Yeah, there's
just
still
5
missing
bombs.
one small key. There's no reason not to check this.
But we do have the small key in the Trio Wizwarp fight, I think.
No, it was the first chest.
It wasn't Dark Big, no. It was Dark Small. It was the...
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. Dark Big was Skull percent. Yeah, we're in go mode. We only need to do the last boss.
Who's in go mode? We can't say who's really in go mode. So both are in go mode, but they are... So Mashi needs to do York, and then he can go to Dark Castle, and Goldfish still has to do Octo, and then can go to Dark Castle. I think it's actually a bit quicker for Goldfish to do Octo than for Mashi to do York. So Mashi is... Oh, you say Mashi's ahead? Okay. we will see in like a minute or two who might be ahead. Goldfish has watched the cutscenes, but Mashi has to go through the labyrinth. So I'd say it's fairly even right now. And then we'll need to see where the big key in Darko Castle will be. Because that will be the next big thing, which can set them apart again by a few minutes.
The actually big key can. It has decided races before.
Oh yeah, so right now they are basically both on the last bosses. These bosses are different bosses. And Mash is just about to, yes, it's just entering it, and Goldfish still has to watch a fairly long cutscene before he can enter his boss. Once they beat the boss, they can go on to the final dungeon, and then they need to find the big key and a small key.
Once Mashi is finished, we have a little game there. So there are 9 checks in DLC that can hold the big key. And so we need to know which one of them has a big key, if it's number 1 or number 9, or anything in between.
Essentially, we are following the first person to enter Darko Castle.
So
and we'll keep track of the progress of the first person to enter Darko Castle, of their progress in Darko Castle, and we'll count the amount of checks that they will do until they find the big key, and we'll bet on that. Mashi doesn't have a longer walk. Mashi has the portal in Southern Harrowfield. But I would say that Mashi is ahead by just a bit, because it's quicker to go from Southern Harrowfield to Darko Castle when compared to... Ooh! Okay, yeah. So, they just got a small eye glitch, meaning that if you hit the eyes at the same frame that they're closing, you essentially skip a small cycle. Okay, Goldfish is doing Octomanap. While Mashi is in the process of finishing up Gyork here. So I'd say, yeah, Mashi is in the lead by a slight bit. Maybe a minute or two? Minute and a half?
No, not that much. Goldfish is doing Octomanap, so...
If he gets the Manap. We don't know if he gets the Manap. Octomanap, yeah, if he gets the Manap. Right, that's the final element for Mashi.
So place your bets in chat.
Not even bothering with the Tingle Trophy. I love it. We can only bet once. Right. Now Goldfish has to check the patterns. Was that a visible pattern? Oh yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, I didn't see either, but Goldfish got it. And Mashi is now in the lead by, I want to say, about half a minute. At most. Oh, they failed?
Yeah,
they still got 0 ink. They still got 0 ink, but RNG bless, I guess. If it works, it works.
The question is not whether you have the manip, it's whether you get no ink.
Pins. Why did you shoot it? Ah, fair enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Very important.
we weren't sure if you forgot to add an I to that word with.
Ipens.
Not in the fun of the word.
Yeah, approvals who drops the commentary of Minish Cap to go watch a football match, all of us.
I don't care about soccer in the slightest. This is more is more entertaining here.
Yeah, look at how close they are.
They are really close, yeah. So all that's between them is essentially a buttload of cutscenes. And I think this cutscene takes about half a minute.
Yep. Castle is so long.
And my neighbors are screaming again. So that means that someone scored a goal, I guess. Okay, that's a small key for Mashi. So that's not one.
Also not a king for Mashi.
Mashi had... Okay, Mashi is had by about... Oh dear. A minute, yeah. So I apologize if things are bleeding through my mic. But people are currently very loud. That's one of the things that you learn while living in Germany. In Germany, you know when people play soccer. You just hear it everywhere in your whole neighborhood. But yeah, let's see if Goldfish is going to check the king actually. There. That's okay. Goldfish almost got cursed there. It's not number 2 for Mashi. Let's just see if the king has something. If the king has it, then that means that Mashi will need to get back eventually. It'll lose Mashi quite a bit of time. Right, let's see.
No, king is small.
Ooh,
King.
it's a small key. Could it be... Ooh, could it be vanilla?
Could be vanilla.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll just get almost every check. Oh, it's even? Okay. Yeah, this was a long seat. With like 2 of these very seasoned and just, you know, very experienced racers. Taking longer than like 2 hours 20. Adds a sign for a long seat. Okay, Goldfish not going for Blade Chest. Or Clone Chest, I guess. One of either. It's Clone Chest. Blade Chest is Cave of Flames. Blade Chest is Cave of Flames.
Well, you can have 2 Blade Chests.
And Nesman finishing in first place. GG's Nesman. Hey.
GG's.
Yeah, finishing like, I don't know, a few minutes ahead of the others on Restream. We're still looking for the big key. And now that both are actually in Darko Castle, I can say who rolled. And the guy who rolled... He's British. It's Sean.
Wait, you mean this isn't an address seed?
yeah. So Sean rolled the seed. Sean, hang on, no, never mind. Hang on. It's Artemis. Never mind. I'm actually an idiot. I had the wrong folder open. I'm sorry. It's Artemis. Artemis rolled. No. Yeah, the folder I had open was the archive.
And there's a big key. So that's
Uh,
3. That's 3, I think.
yeah, sure, I can do that, Albert.
Okay, so another question. Where is the ocarina?
Let me actually. Queen might be in Palace.
Why Palace?
It's Palace pre-boss. That means it's. Is that the boss key? No, it's not.
No, is it the clouds on the right?
It's
Oh,
the maze, yeah. Yeah, that's the maze. Yeah, that's when you can blame Artemis for that.
It wasn't 80. The Kingstones were before the king.
It's possible, maze. Pre-boss. That would be detour. Block maze. It's pre-boss. That's all I can say. Oh, so Italy won? Ooh. Ah. Yeah, Mashi now on Vati 1. I have not seen where the big key is. Where was it? I wasn't paying attention.
So it was on Blade Chest.
Ah, okay. I think pre-boss is... Is it the big key? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's somewhere not nice in Palace. That's all we need to know. Oh, that's pre-boss. No, Goldfish also climbed Colonel Vanilla. And he got a bit burned by it. Because, well, he didn't have the cane for that.
But
Was
you
it
don't
Goldfish?
Vanilla
No,
claim
was
with
Go-
cane. Yeah, it's Goldfish.
Yes,
a little bit.
you don't Vanilla climb with cane. We count health for Baron because nothing was on Wave Plate, right?
No, nothing was on it. Yeah, you can't count Elf out because Elf is everywhere.
Yeah. Hang on, does it mean that we have the fabled
What's Droplet's
Baron?
Baron?
Is that the fabled required Baron drop? Ooh, is it the big one? Is it the droplets one? Ooh, it's the droplets one, is it? That's the big one.
That's the giant one.
Ooh, yeah. So Artemis just got their ticket to.
Punishment seal.
Artemis. Of all the bounties he could get, it's the big one. Okay, so for those who are not in the know, we here at TMCR utilize a ban list. We have a few arbitrary requirements for seeds to kind of gauge their badness, and the worst offenders or the worst
Yeah,
offenders
well,
of
what
seeds.
we call meme points.
Basically, the worst seed dwellers will get punished with being forced to play a fairly difficult ROM hack. And basically, when we have things that have not been that have not been.
What we call mem points, which are stupid things like, hey, you have 2 items on the 2 non-element bosses.
Yeah, exactly, and things that have not been.
You have to do droplets, but there's no item in it. And if it hasn't been checked for a long time, there's what we call bounties.
We
and
give
so
bounties.
This one in particular hasn't been got for a very long time, so it has like 4 or 5 bounty points.
Yes. Basically, Artemis just got their the ticket for probably they probably have gotten the ticket by now. So if Artemis keeps this up, he will be in they will be in the next punishment as well, because they have signed up for the current punishment, which is happening soon, TM, and the next one. That's nice, right?
Punishments hit are fun.
They'll be happy to finally get a bounty, because basically what's with Artemis is that they have always been this close to getting a bounty, but never really, and they just hit jackpot. They really have nothing in droplets? Damn.
That's because we never check Blue Chew.
No, nothing is on Blue Chew. I about checked. So yeah, essentially, the Baron required droplets is it has a bounty of 4 out of 5 skulls, with the current max bounty being 5 skulls for having to take the vanilla path to the first lever in droplets.
And that's GG's for Mashi.
GG's. Finishing second place with a time
we finished with a time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, and a few seconds for almost 100%.
And welcome to the Raiders from Mashi. Hello. And that should be the final volley.
Yeah, and GG's for Goldfish.
GG's.
GG's.
That was fun, wasn't it? Goldfish, yeah, there we go. Let's quickly move Mashi as well. GG's, Mashi.
GG's.
You both might be muted.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can't hear Mashi though.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we check. Hello.
Right.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Oh, that was great.
I thought I was doing great with how that seat finished up, but I guess that red sword lost me way too much time.
A bit. the red sword and just you doing the vanilla climb.
Well, that's because I never found the red sword. This is all a symptom of not having the red sword till really late.
But yeah, it was fun to watch. I think we've seen every check in the game apart from Second Half of Palace and Blue Chew.
We've seen every overworld check except Tingle
Oh, and
library checks.
Yeah, we haven't seen Tingle and Yulawi and the sewers, but that's because
library.
You need
The
an
Ocarina
ocarina to do those.
the Ocarina was in Palace pre-boss, which means that it's the chest before you
Yes.
jump down to the block maze.
Oh,
Yes.
So that's not nice.
yeah.
No.
What a spot for that.
Yeah, also, Artemis, who wrote this, also cracked the jackpot bounty of Baron droplets. Or Baron yet required droplets. So they just
Anything
earned
in
it,
there,
so
was there?
there was
No.
only heart pieces there.
For us,
No, it's nothing.
I mean, there could be stuff on the Gusher. I go mode at the end of it, but
No,
Wow.
No, I
We've seen it.
that's
I took
there's
the
no
Gusher
progression in
stuff.
there. Yeah.
we saw everything but Blue Chew.
I mean, that one surprised me. I don't think most people would have Palace as their second element.
Yeah. You actually, I think you were really close to each other while you were both on your way to your last element. We could not really tell who was in the lead. And Goldfish, you entered Darkhow Castle a minute after Mashi.
When I finished a minute after him as well.
Yeah.
Well, another.
Although you both
18
had
seconds,
some
but-
issues with Vati, yeah.
Yeah, Vadi. Always trolling.
I mean, the last Vadi wasn't too bad, but for some reason, Phase 2 Vadi 1, my spin was not hitting the eyeballs. And that was weird.
Mm. Oh, it was fun to watch though.
That
And
was
totally
very
not-
close to being an all dungeon seed.
It was very close to being a full 100% clear seed. Also, just the amount of fake books, especially the blue ones.
Or fake
That was
items
great.
were fakes everywhere. There was a
Both-
fake cane in Faithfuls.
Yeah,
both of
Vale
you,
Falls Digging had a fake cane, which was so mean.
both of you actually died to a trap at one point. Mashi,
Yeah.
you
She
died.
put so many traps at the beginning that I
The
just
first-
died as soon as I walked into the puddle.
Yeah.
I
The
didn't
first
want to die
trap
to it
was
either.
a-
I was trying to go around it to the Harkington that was right next to that trap, but Link just picked it up on the way by. It's like, no! You're supposed to pick up the heart first.
I think there was a trap grip ring at Smith's.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a great start.
Yeah, we were off to a great start, essentially. You're right. Oopsie. It was still great to watch, though. Just because we saw everything.
This was a good start to round 2.
Yeah, how often did you actually last location? You were running rather dry on checks, starting with like half an hour in.
Like, there was just nothing. Like, Spear
Early
Zero.
game, there was nothing.
Spear Zero. Last location, bomb bag. Like, that was the start of everything.
Like, there just wasn't items in the early game. I think I got my first element at like an hour and a half, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, you both got it 1 hour and a half in.
Which is absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it went pretty fast after that, since you could do both Green Sugar and Octo.
Yeah, once we did Fortress and got the Gust Jar, that's when everything kind of just fell together.
Well, you get the boots, you go to Graveyard first, get the Kinstones, get the Force Sword, and go mode everything else.
But yeah, I think that's actually it for us today, is it?
Yeah, if no one has any final comments, then I do want to thank our commentators, Hendris and Zauza, as well as Nimbus for helping me with tracking, as well as our runners, Goldfish and Mashi, for agreeing to be featured on stream. Coming up on ZSR later this night at 8 PM Eastern, we have a Wind Waker Randomizer Season 4 Challenge Cup match. It's actually a 3-way match for a group tiebreaker, so... as well as, at the same time, so still 8 PM Eastern, Cross Keys tournament match. They're in Swiss Round 2 at the moment. So, with that, thank you everyone for watching, and have a good one.
See ya.
Bye.